Fox 12 now. As I mentioned, we are live here in the Fox 12 Oregon newsroom. If you are in the Portland area, you may have heard a lot of jets overhead for the last couple of days, and that was because the Oregon International Air Show is taking place out in Hillsboro. You're going to hear a lot of that over the weekend, rain or shine. I think they're going to be up there flying around, and one of those pilots will be Melissa Burns, who is pretty amazing. She's been doing this for over 2 decades, I believe. She talks about it in this interview that we're going to have, but is one of those stunt pilots that you see just doing crazy things in the air and loving every minute of it. And so we got to talk to her yesterday briefly. This was actually on a rain delay. She was going to be out with the planes when they got in yesterday, and then it started pouring. They had to bring the planes inside, yada, yada. Anyway, we were able to speak to her, and this is it right now. So we're really excited to have her. Melissa, hello. Thank you. Thanks for joining us here. Excited to talk about this weekend, and obviously with the air show going on, but I was hoping we could start off. Would you mind just telling us a little bit about yourself? Like, how did you get into this wild career that you were in?
Yeah, I would be happy to. Hey, I'm Melissa Burns, air show display pilot. So going back, I graduated high school the year of 9/11 and wanted to be a pilot. So it was kind of an odd time to get into aviation. But I still went. I went to Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. I got involved in some competition aerobatics. And right place, right time, I got swooped up into a mentorship program that brought me over into the air show side of things. So kind of a combo. I went to my first air show with my grandparents. My grandpa was an Air Force test pilot. My grandma did air racing, so kind of in the family. And I just was around the right people and had the right opportunities to follow this kind of bizarre path that I see. It's like our Formula One of the sky.
Yeah, seriously, yeah, Formula One of the sky. That's a great analogy for it. I mean, what is it about it though that drew you into that to begin with, that makes you love it so much?
Gosh, for me, I love sport. I love anything to do with sports. I played all the sports as a kid. I'm also a really avid skydiver. So I love anything with free fall, being in the sky. But there's something about flying that drew me. I think we always say it's like it's in your blood. And I felt that calling and I felt that passion. And when you have that drive, it gives you that drive to push through doing something hard. And training to be a pilot and going to college for that, it was hard. And I think that just having the passion to feel that freedom of being in the air, it kept me going. The right people came in at the right time that gave me the opportunities to cross into this bizarre world of aerobatics and air shows. The competition side of me, I got on the U.S. aerobatic team. I was the youngest person ever to be on the U.S. Unlimited aerobatic team. It's like our world team when I was 22 years old. As a 41-year-old mom looking at 22-year-olds now, I can't believe that they let me do that. But I got to stand on world podiums. I got to compete with my heroes. And then air shows is a way that I can take that sport that I love and perform in front of audiences and have the chance to make those first touches with kids that gives them that connection to aviation that will maybe light that passion that my grandparents lit for me.
Wow. So you want to be out there inspiring that next generation, those younger,
Absolutely.
There's a little Melissa out there that's watching right now.
I hope so. Today was amazing. We had the preview day for the kids. We had a ton of third graders out there. And, what gets me is that kid walks up and just says, it's like, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a singer. I want to be a dancer. I want to play soccer. And one little girl came up and she just looks at me in the eyes and says, I want to be like you when I grow up. And that to me, I'm like, yes, we got one.
That's awesome. Well, I mean, for you, for an outsider looking at that, I mean, it just looks so, amazing. It's thrilling to watch. Also looks incredibly dangerous. And it's probably a little bit of all of those things. But I mean, how does it feel for you when you're up there flying and performing and doing all these crazy maneuvers in front of crowds?
And you're right, it is a little bit of all of those things. And that's where the safety professor in me wants to kick in and give a whole safety talk now. I won't do that to you. But but for me, it is like the ultimate freedom. When it can be chaos, it can be, all the stuff, organizing, getting things ready, prepping the plane, talking to people. But that moment that I strap in and I close my canopy and I dive into the aerobatic box where I'll be performing, it's like the whole world goes quiet and it's just me and my airplane in the sky. And it just feels like that ultimate freedom. And my plane, I've been flying this plane. I had it built in 2005. It's like a part of me. It's like an extension of me, and it does everything I ask of it. If you can see a video of me, I might be grunting a little when I pull in 10 G's, but when I'm not, I'm just smiling, and I'm having so much fun.
That sounds, you're doing what you love.
I'm doing what I'm so fortunate. I diverted, when my kids were little, I took time to be an airline pilot. I did the 737 thing. It was a great experience, especially for the professor side of me. But I have been a part of this aerobatic air show community for my entire adult life. And I looked at my kids and said, they're 6 and 8. Like, what do you guys want? Do you want mom to be an airline pilot or air shows? And they said, no, mom, we love air shows. And it's because it's a family, it's sport, it's aviation, it's all of those things combined.
When for people who are going to be going to see you and everybody else perform there, but I guess focusing on you and your performance, when people are watching you, what's something that they can look out for? I mean, other than seeing the amazing things you're doing in the sky, but maybe something that an ordinary fan wouldn't think of that we could watch that you're doing.
Sure. All right. So when you see me performing, I'm in a high performance monoplane. You'll notice these are used as race planes as well. So it's a very quick, zoomy airplane, as the kids would put it. But it's also one of the most high performance aerobatic airplanes. So you'll see a big combination of those tumbles and gyroscopic maneuvers combined with kind of some down low, zoomy, fun, fast maneuvering. But one thing that you'll see is I do a stunt called an inverted ribbon cut, where there'll be 2 poles. They're gopher poles, and they're telescoping poles about 22 feet tall with survey tape tied in between. And I'll fly under the ribbons. I'll cut my top ribbon inverted with the nose of my airplane at about 22 feet, and then I'll come through and cut the middle ribbon knife edge. And that's how I finish my air show. So when you see a little blue, white, and black airplane with flames on it doing that, you know it's me. I'll also talk on the radio. I always give a shout out and say hi to everyone in the audience because I think that's really important to have that connection.
Wow. And for an air show like this, and talking about that, the younger generation, just bringing people out, how important is that connection with the community, with the people? I mean, this is going to be out in Hillsboro. A lot of people are going to be showing up for this. Like, what's that like?
Yeah, so doing a show like Hillsboro, that it is all about connecting the community. I've done this show in years past, and every year I come back. What people say, what's your favorite part about flying? And for me, it's all about the places that it takes me and the people that I get to meet. Internationally, it could be a cultural thing. And here in the States, it's like coming home. And for all of the people in the region coming in, it's super family friendly. The reason that everyone at the airport, everyone that are part of the Air Show Association are putting this on is for the community. That is what this is all about.
And just, yeah, going back to that connection and talking to everybody out there. Well, anything else that you think is really important for people to know about yourself and about the show?
Yeah. So I guess for myself, if you want to follow along with any of the stuff I do, at Melissa Sports Gal or sportsgal.com. I always put my schedule on there. At the show, please take the time, come up and say hi, bring the kids up. We're always walking the line, doing autographs, whether it's me, the other performers, the military. If you get a chance to directly connect, I think for your kids, that's such a rare and unique opportunity, and it's not an inconvenience for us. That is literally what we're here for. We want to meet you. We want to meet the kids. Make sure to bring water, bring sunscreen, do all the usual things. You're going to be out in the sun for a long day, even if it's cloudy, and have fun. This is all about fun. Yeah, I just bring your passion.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for having time to talk to us, in the middle of all of this, getting ready for the event. I can't imagine how much goes into that to prepare, but I appreciate it and looking forward to seeing you at this.
Yeah, enjoy the show. It's going to be fun. I know if I'm having fun, the audience is having fun. So I will see you guys out there in Hillsboro.
All right, big thank you to Melissa. And again, very exciting hearing her talk about that and what it means to go flying there and just talking to everybody. So as she said, go say hi to her if you were down there, along with all the other pilots. No, Elise has been covering this extensively too. And we thank you for joining us. This is Fox 12 Now, where we get to have these longer form interviews. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back. We've got a very special Epicenter podcast with some great guests. This is going to be a 2-parter, actually. So we'll come back after the break. We've got that whole thing for you. I know we need to get to that. We'll do it really quick. Right back with more here on Fox 12